It's Mark Stewart Greenstein. I wanted to address more questions that came from last week's forum in Suffield. So 3 more. 1, what are your plans for Hartford? Well, let's start with building 2 new schools, at least. This is a no-brainer. It's part of my first 500 plan, whereby anyone who wants to build a school has state backing. This doesn't mean direct money, but it means lended money, so that as a last resort, if the developers hit hard times because of outside forces, not their own bad doing, but outside bad recession like in 2008-09, state comes to help. But the benefit of for-profit schools using voucher money is tremendous. Hartford will be by far the best advantage because right now its kids are in the worst situation. That's the Sheff versus O'Neill ruling that puts elementary school students in bad schools, even though they could be one school over in any other district except Hartford. And out of this perverse ruling in a Sheff versus O'Neill case, a race-based decision is keeping good Latino and good African American kids from the best schooling. That ends in 2019. But I'm already in 2018 starting the effort to get 2 buildings occupied by schools come September. No matter who's governor, there's going to be more kids and better administrated schools in your midst. Now, also, what can I do for Hartford? How about bringing back the Whalers? Now, that's a harder task, but I'm on it. I'm already on it. I'm the foremost, right now, entrepreneur for NHL Return. Look at nhltohartford.org. You'll see what our effort is attempting to do. And we've got some people already putting their money where their mouth is and getting us a team back. If I can't do this within 4 years as governor, don't reelect me. Literally, I will not even run if I can't get a team back to Connecticut. I'm the biggest. I'm not the biggest. I'm a fan. Just got my license plate. And Hartford sports can be a draw for so many other things. They could be a draw for good businesses. They can be a draw for other civic events where somebody wants to go to the theater while her husband goes to a yard goat gate. By the way, I go to those too. Okay, even in bad weather. Yes, this is a hoodie, and you'll see me there most months. All right, next question. What's your additional reforms for the criminal justice system? Well, number 1, restitution. Very important because nobody even seeks a pardon from my pardons board without doing restitution as much as possible while you are doing time. Okay? You got to pay back to the extent you can the victims, or I don't want to hear it. The people on my pardons board will be very tough for people who have not shown the remorse and done the job that they could. I expect to be more lenient on people who really can be productive. There would be probation, but I don't think long sentences to otherwise productive, should be in the future decent people are warranted. And that's especially true with sentences for drug offenses. Selling pot, selling even hard drugs to another competent adult buyer shouldn't be an offense in the first place. But to the extent it is, you've done no physical harm to somebody. These long sentences which have jailed people ought to be curtailed. You'll see an ally here. Other aspects of criminality. We have a cybercrime institute that I am planning. This is an extension of UConn and any other state university and any private organization that wants to use its science to detect bad guys and go after them. Go after their money, go after their bank accounts if we can. We're going to be close to as bad as them to them. Okay? We stay legal, but we are fierce. And right now we haven't been because, oh, it's only a couple $100 that you lost to this scam when your uncle from Nigeria says, please help me out. Okay? You get those emails and you fall for it. Okay, but when 50,000 Connecticut people fall for it, it's a big deal. And when every one of us have to have our guard up even more because of possible scams and protect our computers with virus protection when that shouldn't have to happen anyway, we're all diminished by it. I want to be a force for any Connecticut citizen that has been harmed from cybercrime. I'd like the Cybercrime Institute to sell its services to other states. We're going to get good at this, and other states are going to want us to help bust those people down. Other aspects of criminal justice, there would be a restored death penalty. Okay, judiciary took it away. That's not its province. I want it on the books. Doesn't mean it gets enforced very often, but it has to be on the books so that there is a known stiff penalty. Okay, there can be clemency for otherwise decent people, but there can't be a taking away of what the Connecticut legislature, empowered by the citizens of Connecticut, wanted. That's judicial excess, and McDonald was right to be rejected because of literally those kind of judging from the bench. Finally, youthful offenders, I don't think should be in prison for very long. Let them be scared, okay? Let them really be terrified of doing another offense that lands them in the slammer for a long time. Let them be counseled by bad dudes who have scars on them and tell them stories about, a life of crime that gets worse and worse and worse for them. And hopefully that's the last break, because there's a broken family that probably started this. Maybe the state can have the right kind of prods and the right kind of punishments when you don't take those prods. Halfway houses, I also believe in them. I think they make sense with good monitoring. All right, final topic was what? I'm going to get to that in the next one. Save for that later.